Welcome to Headlines Nigeria on ITI. From our studios in Abuja, I am Grace Ukot. Join me as we take a quick summary of news making the headlines in our national dailies. Punch newspaper, presidential jet develops fault mid-air. Jonathan orders on board. President Goodluck Jonathan and some members of his entourage escaped death on Tuesday when the presidential jet in which they were traveling from Kampala, Uganda to Abuja developed a fault mid-air. Kidnappers have foreign collaborators, IG. The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ogbonna Onovo, has said that kidnappers in Nigeria have foreign collaborators that coordinate their activities in the country. The IG also said that 3 more persons had been arrested in connection with the kidnap of 4 journalists and their driver in Abia State a few weeks ago. Still in Punch newspaper, Oyo violence. Police arrest 3 NURTW members. The Oyo State Police Command has arrested 3 members of the state chapter of the National Union of Road Transport Workers for allegedly causing a breach of public peace. And in Nigerian Compass, NUC threatens to withdraw LAUTECH license. The National Universities Commission, NUC, has threatened to withdraw the license of the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology of Ogbomoso if its management, as well as the governments of Oyo and Osun states, joint owners of the university, failed to resolve their differences over its ownership within 2 weeks. And in Vanguard newspaper, fuel tanker explodes, kills 2 in Lagos. Commercial and social activities in and around Apapa, Lagos, were abruptly brought to a halt Wednesday after a petrol tanker exploded into flames, burning its driver and motorboy to death. And in politics, Punch newspaper will register 70 million voters in 2 weeks, INEC. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Wednesday said that it could register 70 million voters if the basic requirements, including funds, were put in place for the compilation of a new voter register. Next newspaper, ANPP zones presidency to the north. After an exhaustive meeting that lasted all night, the National Caucus of the All Nigeria People's Party yesterday agreed to pick its presidential candidate in the 2011 elections from the northern part of the country. The caucus zoned the post of the national chairman and secretary to the south and the north, respectively. And in Vanguard newspaper, ACF steers clear of zoning. Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, yesterday distanced itself from the debate on the ongoing controversy over the zoning of the presidency. It said the issue was of concern to the ruling People's Democratic Party and therefore not a constitutional matter. This day newspaper, zoning, why I didn't vote, by Yobe Governor. Yobe State Governor Ibrahim Gaidam yesterday opened up on why he abstained from voting when the 19 northern governors put the controversial zoning issue to vote at their meeting 2 days ago in Kaduna. He said he declined to vote on zoning because the arrangement is entirely a People's Democratic Party affair and should be left to the party to decide whether it wants to respect it or not. Nigerian Compass 2011, IBB storms Ibadan today. Former military president General Ibrahim Babangida will this morning arrive the ancient city of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, and the political nerve center of Southwest to flag off his presidential campaign for the 2011 elections. Business news, this day newspaper reports Sanusi wants electricity tariff raised by 200%. Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Malam Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, yesterday called for an immediate increase of 200% on the current 7 naira per unit of electricity. Next newspaper, 6.1 billion naira SIM registration sparks another reps brawl. The controversial spending of 6.1 billion naira on SIM card registration by the federal government yesterday stirred a near-violent sitting of the House of Representatives, where members verbally attacked each other and nearly engaged in physical assault. Federal government approves 130 billion naira to refinance manufacturing sector, is seen in Nigerian Compass. The federal government has approved for immediate disbursement 130 billion naira to refinance and restructure the ailing manufacturing sector. Punch newspaper, federal government not pursuing right economic policies, Sanusi. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Lamido Sanusi, speaking to journalists ahead of the commencement of the meeting of the Federal Executive Council at the State House, noted that the ongoing reforms initiated by the CBN in the banking sector would not be able to fix the economy unless the government implemented the right policies. And now in sports, the Nation newspaper, NFF elections, Goodluck warns NSC against interference. President Goodluck Jonathan has warned the National Sports Commission, headed by Ibrahim Bio, not to interfere with NFF election in a letter. Still in Nation newspaper, Argentina dumps Maradona. The Argentine Football Association on Tuesday elected not to renew Diego Maradona's contract as national team coach. Punch newspaper, Kenya 2010, Nigerian sprinters show class. Nigeria sprinters led a West African domination of the sprint event at the start of the African Athletics Championships on Wednesday. Unheralded Agnes Osazua eclipsed her much famous compatriots Blessing Okagbare and Damola Osayemi to set the fastest time in qualifying in the women's heats. Germany 2010, Falconets battle Colombia for final ticket. The Falconets have a tough task ahead of them in their FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup game against Colombia on Thursday. That's today. A win for Nigeria will make them the first African team to play in the final of the tournament. We wish the Falconets success in their match today. Make us proud. And with this, we wrap up today's edition of the program. Thanks for logging on.